Hey guys, so I'm going to go over project number one, visit an artist studio or art gallery. Um, I always just call it project number one typically, it's just easier to say. But you basically have two options, and this is worth 15% of your overall grade, and it's due Sunday, June 18th. So basically, as soon as you start the class, I want you to kind of get going with this. So the two options are below. The first option is you can visit an artist's studio. This kind of requires that you know an artist well enough to visit their studio and ask them questions and take pictures, things like that. Option number two is basically you go to an art gallery, and you take pictures, you write a paper on your favorite piece. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, the two options. But I'll go over option number one in detail here. We'll go over the project worksheet. This is just one of the options. You can choose whichever one you wish. But option number one is the artist studio visit. Let's open that up in a different program here. It's a little easier to see. So with this option, you can go to an artist studio. Hopefully you have a close friend or relative that's willing to let you into their studio. Don't forget, quilters, car customizers, furniture makers, they're all folk artists. And a lot of us do know a folk artist of some sort. Most folk artists work out of their garage or an office or a room in their house. So if you're lucky enough to know one, this is going to work really well for you. If not, then you might want to consider visiting the art gallery instead, which is option number two for project number one. So basically with this option, you would take a tour around the studio, and then you would ask the artist to explain different parts of the studio, different tools that they like to use, maybe what their process is. You would ask them some questions, and you'll need information that would fill at least 15 slides. You'll have to ask them at least 15 of these following questions. You can also come up with your own questions. Just try to ask around 15 different questions. Obviously, like I said, if you can come up with your own that are specific to that artist, that's probably going to be even better than these kind of more generic ones. But if you're struggling to find questions to ask, this is a list that you could choose from. So listen intently, take good notes, maybe even record it on your phone, and, be respectful to the artist. Obviously, they're letting you into their space. And you definitely need enough information to fill 15 slides. So you'll kind of be making a slideshow of your visit. And you would document the tour through photos. You can use your cell phone for that. And once you're done with your visit and you feel like you have enough information, video, pictures, you can create a slideshow using Google Slides, Canva, or PowerPoint. I like Canva. But some people don't know how to use it. I think it's great for this because you can also include video, and then you can download it as an MP4 file. And then it's kind of like you can also include animation. It's just a really cool. You could probably do that with the other ones potentially as well, but I just don't think it's as user friendly. But definitely make at least 15 slides, and each slide should have some text narrating the stage of your tour. And then include text that relays the answers to the 15 questions that you asked the artist during your visit. And you can also include any interesting details on those slides, and also try to include a picture of yourself with the artist. That's always nice to see. And provide me with a PDF file that includes each slide, at least 15 slides, but you can have more. Or if you did make it animated or include video, then include the MP4 file or just a link to view your presentation. So that is the first option. There is another option. So option number two is basically just visiting an art gallery and writing a paper about your favorite piece and about the art gallery itself and the artist as well, so of your favorite piece. So I'll go over this here in detail. So basically for this option, you would find an art gallery or museum that features art from today or from the past, and then you would take a tour with friends or family, or you can go alone, either way. But visiting an art gallery is really a rewarding experience, and if you haven't gone before, this is going to be kind of a cool option for you. And I highly suggest, if you haven't gone before, you're definitely going to enjoy it. So you'll be documenting your visit with pictures. You can use your phone. Definitely take a picture of you in front of the art gallery or museum. Make sure you take at least 4 pictures that you think kind of prove that you were there. And then also ask the employees if it's okay to take pictures if you're in the interior of the gallery. Most galleries will allow for some picture taking, but it's always a good idea to ask first. They don't like flash typically, so you might not want to use a flash. Complete the tour of the gallery and pick your favorite artwork, and then write a formal evaluation about that favorite artwork that is in that gallery. And you'll have to use one of the 3 theories of art criticism: formal, contextual, or expressive. You'll have to reference module number 3 for help with that. This written evaluation will be at least 3 paragraphs long. If possible, take a picture of the artwork you chose to evaluate, or find it on Google Images or on the gallery website, if available there, to include that image of the piece in your paper with the evaluation underneath it. Next, find information about the artist and write 2 paragraphs about the artist. Anything about the artist that you can find. A biography and an explanation about the art they produced will work. Just include enough information about the artist to fill 2 paragraphs. Write in your own words. Also, like, try to find an artist that actually has information on them. You know, like if you pick an artist that we don't really know much about them, then you're not going to be able to write the 2 paragraphs. So that you're going to have to pick somebody that, you know, is fairly well known so that you can write about that person. And then next, write 1 paragraph about the art gallery or museum itself. Any interesting facts will do. You can use Word or Google Docs, and then you'll place your photos one after the other. 4 pictures, 1 of you in front of the gallery, plus the image of your evaluated artwork, plus a couple more. And then place your 3 paragraphs written about the evaluation of the artwork under those pictures that you did, and then 2 paragraphs about the artist, and then the paragraph about the art museum after that. So hopefully you can kind of get the order down. So save your PDF or your paper out as a PDF file, and then upload that in Brightspace by the due date. So that's option number 2. Hopefully, if you have any questions, just let me know. But basically, you know, you're going to put your pictures in there, then you'll put your artwork picture that you're going to evaluate, then you put your evaluation, 3 paragraphs evaluating that artwork, and then 2 paragraphs about the artist, and then 1 paragraph about the museum. So that's kind of the order that you would lay that out in. So those are the options. It's kind of up to you to decide which one you are most excited about. All right, I'll talk to you later.